Hello there, we're going to talk about the manage the receiving real-time values with SPC system. It's very important to record everything data, especially the real-time values of all the gauges, digital gauge, and receive these values and into the SPC system as we talked about before. To do the control by the SPC system to let the monitor job is very easy. For example, this is the basic workbench. And there is a lot of digital gauge. And receive the real-time value all the time. For example, the exhaust pressure gauge and the fan pressure gauge and the air flow rate gauge and the chemical concentration gauge and the CDA in pressure and the nitrogen in pressure gauge and chemical vapor density ppm gauge and the pump pressure gauge, pump cycle RPM gauge and the filter pressure gauge and the heater temperature gauge, thermocouple and tank level gauge and the chemical flow rate gauge and tank temperature thermocouple gauge and the heater temperature gauge, thermocouple and nitrogen pressure gauge inside the vapor dry tank and the water resist meter gauge and the DR water supply pressure and DR water supply flow rate gauge. All these gauge digital type, sending the real-time values and we receive it to our SPC system. To use SPC system to control with the receiving real-time value of the digital gauge. So the engineer can monitor and receive and control all the digital gauge value real-time data all the time, every second, and to check out the workbench with this SPC data log to control and monitor your workbench with this real-time value every second. Okay, let's see you next time.